Welcome to the Android channel, and today we're going to review an app called Clean Master Speed Booster by Cheetah Mobile. Now this is a great app if you know what the biggest problem in Android devices, whatever they are, a tablet, here it's an Android TV box, it's a phone, you get more and more stuff on the phone. So you have less and less space, less and less memory. And the problem in Android is you don't really know how to manage it because it's kind of complicated. You've got internal memory, SD card, external memory, whatever, and people are just lost. And usually a lot of you have phones that have, just 8 or 16 gigs of RAM, and you notice that it's really, being used up, and as you use your phone and you don't even not installing any apps actually, and you see that the space is slowly moving away and you're wondering, what am I doing? And Clean Master is a great app for that. So it's a free app. You just download it from the Android store. Once it's installed, you basically get a nice clean app. So you just click the Broom, Clean Master. First thing it's going to say is the junk that you have on your phone. So when I actually started this app first, it told me I had 350 megabytes of junk. So 300 megabytes here, 200 megabytes there, it amounts to gigabytes after a while, So this is nice because it gives you a total of everything that you can remove, and there's even an advanced cleaning mode that you can click, and it's going to tell you what takes the most space. Now one thing you got to be careful is that some apps require you to keep those big files for a simple reason, is they contain data. For example, here if I remove Angry Birds Seasons 61 megabytes, I'll lose all my games played in my scores. So I don't want to have that, and that's why it's not included and it's in the advanced cleaning. What you can do though is just remove the regular junk, and usually it doesn't affect anything. So you can just clean junk at the bottom, and it's going to remove all the junk that it found. There's also on this app, always you see the amount of storage used for 42%. To give you an idea, I had 59% when I loaded the app for the first time, and now I'm 42. So there's improvement here. Now it tells me that 80% of my RAM is used. That's also something that is important, because the more RAM is used, the less you have space for other types of apps and of processes that are running. Then you got Phone Boost, and the Phone Boost, it's cool because if you find that your phone takes too much time start up, stuff like that, you can actually click Boost at the right of Auto Start Manager, and it's gonna check for everything that starts, and you can actually slide off the things you don't want it to start. Now one thing to be careful, if it doesn't work, you have to give permissions in your Android control panel for the app to actually work. But running apps from the start are never a good thing. They really slow down your Android device, and it takes much longer to actually start when you have a lot of apps that want to start at the beginning. So this is cool because you can see what's actually what auto starts. You can click Boost at the bottom. It's gonna shut down the auto start so you can start them manually. You have all sorts of data about their CPU cooler. You have apps, how much information or megabytes is freeable from your different apps and so on. So you can click Boost here and it's gonna actually free. And you have this little counter that tells you how much of a free up space that it did. So you see here my RAM went back down to 72% and so on. You have a antivirus type, very basic. What it does is basically check your browser and your different web options, and it's gonna clean up, for example, the cache in your browser, remove unwanted files, cookies and stuff like that. It's very basic, but it works. And finally, you have App Manager that you can click. App Manager gives you all the details about all the apps. You can click frequency. It's going to let you know which ones are actually the ones you use the most and how much space is used by each of the apps that you use the most. You'll have by app size if you want, and you also have by category name and total size and so on. You can uninstall, you can move apps from one spot to another, even apps that sometimes are they just don't want to get moved from one spot to another. Very often you'll be able to move them here, and it's very, very interesting to note how much space some apps actually use. Here, for example, app size is 16.29, but app data is 483, which is rather impressive. I actually didn't have any idea that this app would use so much space without this app showing me actually what's happening with this this app right now. So it's a great way to understand a little more what's happening in your phone or your Android tablet, and free up space and try to manage things so that it gets better, faster, boots up faster, and works better. So Clean Master, free on the Android store. Why not go and get it and clean up those junk files and make your phone probably faster and better response. If you enjoy our app reviews, why not subscribe to our channel? You'll be informing new videos online. If you have any comments, questions of any kind, let us know. Maybe you have an app or feature of Android you'd like us to talk about, let us know. We'll try to post that video online. So thank you for watching. Bye-bye.